This is Stacia. Hi, this is Stacia, and I played a 1510 standard game on chess.com, and I wanted to share it with you. So let's learn together. This game I played because I was playing at Parma Chess Club over the board, playing some rated chess every Tuesday. But with this whole coronavirus thing going on, I decided I would just go ahead and play 3 serious games every Tuesday as sort of like a chess training experience. So this is game 1 of this Tuesday. So I got the white pieces in round 1 against someone slightly lower rated. They're about 1540. Oh, I see it here, 1535, and I was rated 1580. Okay, so I opened e4. They went e6. This is a French defense. I went d4. And he went c6. Okay, and I've seen this before. I call it the Frenchy-Kann because, okay, are they playing a French? Are they playing a Caro-Kann? I don't know, but it's clear to me that they want to go d5, preparing it twice. Now, I actually thought like more than a minute here, though, because I don't know what to do against this. Like if you play a natural move like c4, I think d5 is kind of annoying. They're actually attacking the e-pawn now. And if you go e5, well, now we're in a French where my c-pawn's overcommitted. I might want to defend this thing. Like what if they go here now? So I didn't want to play c4 for that reason. So I went with the move knight f3. And I'm happy to see, let me turn the engine on. Yeah, computer does like that move. Okay. And then he played d6. So, okay, now I'm really perplexed. Like, if you're going to play these moves, you would just expect d5. But okay. So this is more of like, come and get me chess. Now I'm ready to play c4. Knight e7. And I figured at this point, I should just develop my pieces and enjoy my strong center. Got a very nice center here. And I also have this idea, since the knight is on g6. Okay, get my bishops out. Knight a6, a weird move. I was tempted to play this and take it, but I think that's a bad idea. I shouldn't waste my light square bishop like that. Yeah, and this is sort of a which way am I going to castle? I don't know yet. Kind of feeling it out. And I don't like this move by him. I mean, it's clear he wants to take my light square bishop, but it's too easy for me to retreat him. So I think it just wastes the tempo. I'm going to check with the engine. Yeah, didn't like this move. It's suggesting just like castles or c5. But okay, knight b4, and I should just go bishop e2. No problem. No harm, no foul. And now he played d5. And yeah, I'm going to criticize this move as well because he wasted a tempo is the first thing. The second thing is that you should do a pawn break like this, like break in the center when you're better developed and when your pieces are nicely coordinated. I don't think this is a good idea right now with the knight on b4. So, okay, I played e3, makes a lot of sense. And he played there. So this is a tempo move. I think I'm going to check with the engine. Yeah, I have to play knight takes e4, which I did. And now he should retreat, knight a6. So as you can see, I'm not sure this little maneuver amounted to much. Certainly not much. I mean, my bishop went here. I don't think my bishop's bad here, though. Okay, so now I castle. He castled. Rook d1. Okay, so here's a quiz for you. Why is rook d1 a mistake? And if you'd like to pause your video, go ahead and do so now. Okay, I actually didn't see this until after the game, but probably the best move here is g3. Yeah, that looks really weird, right? Like, I'm not going to play bishop g2 next move, so why would I play g3? Well, the answer is this. After my move rook d1, black has f5, and this pawn is kind of a steamroller. So my knight's attacked. I got to move my knight. If I go to g3, it's a fork. And if I don't go to g3 and I go somewhere else like this, f4 anyway. Guess what? The bishop is trapped. So I'm a little disappointed that I missed this idea. But so I have to learn that when my knight is on e4 like this and subject to f5 with tempo, I better make sure my bishop's not trapped on e3. So maybe queen d2 isn't the best idea unless I'm going to come in here like against a Frenchy-Kann structure. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, but let's continue. My opponent didn't find that lucky for me. And now I broke in the center. So I do want to see what the computer says about this. Well, the computer likes g3, obviously, because of what I said. But d5 is listed as a good move. So, okay, d5 and white is better. So I'm doing exactly what I said earlier. I'm better developed. This bishop isn't developed yet. This knight's on the rim. Time to break in the center. Okay, so I did that. And this actually does work out really nice for me. Rook d8 I knew was coming. And here I planned what I thought was a very strong move. The move d6. Look at this move. Now, I think he has to move his queen. I mean, if you don't move your queen, you're going to lose material, but I guess if you do move your queen, you're losing material. So he played here, and now here's the idea. I can take the bishop now. If he takes my queen, because the pawn is pinned, then I have this move. Check. It's not checkmate, but hey, that's pretty close. I just won a lot of material. In fact, I'll take the rook next. So there's that. So I did take the bishop, but my opponent decided to play rook e8 here, so stopping me from queening. Okay, and so, I mean, this is nice. So the opening went pretty smoothly for me. I broke in the center, and I got that d6 thrust in, and now I've got this strong pawn here, and I'm up material. So white is clearly winning, but in chess, you shouldn't just relax once you're winning. You should play accurately. So here, what would you play as white? If you'd like to pause your video, go ahead and do so now. Okay, so I think it's tempting to just play normal, but I saw this move queen d8 and I couldn't really resist it. So this queen it cannot be taken because I'll actually play, let's see, I think taking with the rook is best. Check. Now he has to go here, and this is checkmate. So that's pretty nice. So if he can't take the queen, then I really like this move. And he can't take the pawn because it's illegal. So what can he really do? Well, he played the move knight c7, guarding the rook. And I went ahead and played knight d6. Okay, so good position. So let's see if my opponent can pose any problems for me. Bishop d7. So this uncovers the queen on my queen, so got to stay alert. And I went ahead and took here. I think this is totally fine. Rook here. Yeah, and then I played knight takes b7. So this is called a discovered attack, which probably most of my viewers know that, because I'm taking the pawn, and if he takes back, I take his bishop. And I won a pawn, and I'm material up. So I don't think he took here. He played bishop e8. Okay. And now, I mean, really my goal is to just avoid any counterplay, you know? And I was a little bit worried about this kind of stuff because once he takes the b pawn, my bishop's also hanging, and my bishop can't move. This bishop's actually a problem piece right now. The only square he has available is this, so it's kind of annoying. But all right, I played knight here. He took the pawn. Yeah, and I was wondering, I thought he should take here. So let's see this. If this, maybe rook d2. I think maybe that's okay. And then if I was black, I'd probably go here. But then I'd probably, yeah, just double up. Yeah, computer wants to take. And if he checks, it's easy to dodge. I mean, I have bishop f1, I have rook here. A lot of stuff. So I guess that counterplay is short-lived, basically. But okay. He went knight takes e7. Can't blame him. His pawn was pretty annoying, right? So here I went ahead and played b4. And, you know, I actually like this move, okay? Because, I mean, the one thing black wants here is to get some counterplay going and to do some stuff and feel like there's hope. But when you play a move like b4, you're kind of like taking the wind out of their sails, you know? Okay, he played f6. That move, I think, was intended to let the bishop out, maybe. So I took the bishop, and I dropped my rook in. So I had less time than my opponent, but this is a winning position. So my goal was just to stay calm and not blunder. Okay, so my rook's in and the knight's attacked. So he moved it. Now he's attacking my bishop. Normally I would move the bishop away, and maybe that is the best move. In fact, I can probably take that a pawn. Seems risky though. But I just played here. Very simple. If he wants to trade off what to me is his best piece, this knight on f5, then he's welcome to do that. So he did, and I took. This also gives my king a square to run to if I ever get checked on the back rank. Okay, rook there. I guess defending the pawn. And rook e7, do you see my idea? Yeah, I just want to double here and apply pressure. Okay, a5. I think this is a good move. So this is counterplay, right? Because takes, the rook can come down. So he found a way to get some counterplay. I like that move. I just continue with my plan. He took, I took, and he played e5. So just saving his pawn. I could have took this pawn, but I actually don't care about the pawn. My real plan is to attack this square and maybe checkmate if I can. So, okay. Yeah, here comes the knight, right? So he actually helped my plan because I couldn't really play knight. This maneuver wasn't working because this pawn's in the way. But once he moved it, I'm like, oh, I can do that now. So knight h4, king here, and knight here. Okay, so I think we can see that the g7 square, this pawn, is attacked 3 times but only defended twice. He checked me. No problem. King f2. This is the only piece attacking me, so I'm not exactly scared. And he moved his pawn. Fair enough. Now, I actually think I could blunder here with the move knight d6. It looks like a natural move until you see that, whoops, takes. And if I take the knight, he takes my rook. So that would be very unfortunate. Now black's winning. So I didn't go there. I actually went ahead and jumped in here instead. So the idea is I just want to pivot here And if he wants to take the knight, that's fine too. My rooks are just overbearing on the 7th rank. So he played here. And now I get to play my plan. Knight e6 check. And yeah, this is actually a forced mate in 3. So let's see if you know it. Pause your video if you want to figure it out. This is a really basic one. Okay, king here, check. King here, check. King here. Well, he resigned here, but this is probably the only move. And that's checkmate. Notice that the knight guards the f8 square. So, okay, happy to get a rather clean game. And let's see what we can learn from this game. All right. So I learned that I don't really have a line against this Frenchy dwarf thing. Sorry, Frenchy-Kann. So I might actually come up with something against this. Although I think, like I'd love to play like an early d5 against it, but I think the way it went in the game was totally fine. And I love that I got in that d5 pawn break. But I do think my opponent misplayed this a bit. Yeah, like knight b4 doesn't make sense to me. d5 didn't make sense to me. I thought that move was good. And they missed their one chance here. They could have played f5. Yeah, so after rook d1. And so yeah, I need to pay more attention. In fact, I probably need to pay attention that if they take the pawn and it's guarded with the knight, I need to watch out for this kind of stuff. And I'm realizing now that when your pieces are aligned like this, then pawn pushes become extra strong. So I'm going to be looking for this kind of pattern more often and be more aware of that. Definitely not the first time I blundered that. But lucky for me, I got a break and I got to play d5. And after this, I mean, I'm definitely better no matter what happens here. But I think my opponent really should have took here. So let's see what that would have did. I thought takes, takes, takes. Okay, fine. Then I would take with a queen, I thought. Knight c3 is also possible. And then I was imagining this. And here, let's see. Yeah, I was thinking about queen h5, and that's what the computer likes. Yeah, and this is a position. I think white's better here. I mean, not by a huge amount. But yeah, I could play this. So I think d5 was good. I mean, the problem is, like, I'm fully ready to attack. And black's not even fully developed, and the knight's on a6. So this is a good position for me. Okay, but as it happened in the game, my opponent missed this d6 idea. And now he can't really take the queen, right, because I would queen. So teleportation. Okay, but I think that's pretty much it. After this was a conversion, and I think it went pretty well. I played it mostly safely and stopped counterplay with b4. And I always was watching for, I actually saw a5 coming. I saw the rook coming, and I had that all covered. And I like my plan to just simply, I think this plan was good, to simply get the rooks on the 7th and then attack the g7 square. Because as you saw, this did result in mate. So, okay. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this game and learned something from it like I did. And I'll be back with more chess. Thank you. Bye.